Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection. How are they feeling about you? What would they say to you? Will they reach out to you? And any other messages we can get from your spirit guides. I'll also give some manifestation and advice if applicable, and anything else that comes through, okay? I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Moonology deck to see what the general energies here are. I am filming this on a strawberry new moon. It's actually a full moon in Sagittarius right now during Gemini season, so those signs are popping out, or something could be happening during those seasons, or someone could have those placements in their chart, like, you know, their big 3 or 4 if you count Venus. Okay, someone could have a Gemini or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection for real. Okay, that is insane. I had no idea this card was going to come up. I pre-shuffled the cards here, okay? But we have here new moon in Gemini. Yeah, we recently did have that, or maybe we're about to have that. I'm not even sure. Right now, as I'm filming this, there's a full moon in Sagittarius, but new moon does occur during Gemini season. But I'm definitely seeing here you are going to be receiving some sort of communication, some sort of divine insights from this person, okay, or regarding this person. I'm also seeing something to do in pairs, like, you know, maybe you'll be seeing like matching pairs, or like in twos, like 222, okay, because Gemini is associated with twins, or you may be seeing more twins. I'm seeing something to do with twins. It's interesting because I am watching a TV show, and yeah, it's like there's twins, and then one of the twins is having twins. So yeah, that's popping up. Or even twin flame energy. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't start off with that, but I am seeing that this could be a twin flame connection. I am definitely seeing here that there's a lot that has been unsaid in the 3D realm, but you have been communicating that telepathically. You know how like twins, actual twins, you know, because they share so much of the DNA, they do have this telepathic communication. They do understand each other, you know, pretty deeply, right? As compared to, you know, maybe like siblings that have a different age gap, or even just friends. But honestly, like I feel like it really has to do with the connection. But I'm just seeing there is a twin flame connection. You have been communicating telepathically, okay? We also have here, don't let pride get in your way. I do feel like there was some sort of pride and ego involved in this connection. Like, you know how sometimes you kind of pull back your energy a little bit. Maybe you think it's pettiness, but in reality it's boundaries. Like, okay, if they didn't like my post, I'm not gonna like theirs. You know, that kind of energy. I feel like maybe they were kind of pulling back and you were kind of pulling back, and you know, they kind of did like they really did like you, and they still do, but it's almost like they were too scared to like either lead you on or show that they were too obsessed or something like that. Like they didn't want you to think they were like a simp, or like, you know, maybe like give you the wrong impression. Because sometimes it's like, you know, with this person, I feel like they need some time to really come to terms with their own feelings, and sometimes they can be impulsive, okay? I'm definitely seeing that sort of like impulsive energy coming in. So maybe there was a little bit of ego, maybe like they weren't 100% like, you know, vocal, or like as like open as they could have been, but I feel like they still did more for you than you did for them. Like, I feel like this really hurt you. I am seeing some, like, I am sensing some hurt and pain here. It's like, you know how sometimes like people won't like your stuff, or like, you know, they won't reach out, but then they'll like breadcrumb you or something like that. Like they're scared to go fully in. But I feel like that had more to do with them than it had to do with you, okay? Like, I mean, we have your new moon and full moon, so it's like this person can go from 0 to 100 real quick. But I do feel like they kind of pulled back on their energy just because, you know, they didn't want to make any promises that they couldn't fulfill, because the truth is they do respect you, and this isn't the type of person to like, you know, lead you on when they couldn't give you much, okay? And again, this had everything to do with them and their journey, which, like, you know, if you do take that back to law of assumption, it could mean that maybe your assumption is that, like, you know, you attract people who kind of pull back their energy, or, you know, aren't as like open with their energy as, you know, they can be, right? So again, like, that's definitely something you can work on. But I am definitely seeing here that there definitely was, and still there was interest in this connection, and there still is interest in this connection, okay? I feel like if anything, maybe this person showed more interest in you than you did them. Like, maybe they liked more of your stuff, or maybe they hit you up, or maybe they validated you more than you validated them. And I feel like there was a little bit of like pettiness, or just like, you know, frustration and disappointment, or like, you know, the pain of like, oh, like, why isn't this person doing that? And like, this really hurt you, because like maybe this is something you've been through in the past, and it just, you know, you're just like tired of going through the same cycle again and again. But it's like, I do feel like this person did respect you. For most of you, I am seeing there was respect, but it's just like maybe the lack of communication, or lack of like, you know, validation, or like communication in the 3D realm that really did hurt you. Okay, we have here your commitment is being tested. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like someone here did have commitment issues, them or you, or maybe the both of you. Sometimes, like, sometimes like attracts like. Maybe we attract people that, kind of reflect something back within us. Maybe this person showed you that, you had some maybe like attachment, things to work on within you, like maybe like, changing your attachment style. Okay, but I do feel like, this could even mean like your commitment to manifesting this person, if you are manifesting this person, right? For some of you, we have your time for healing. Interesting, we got a little like purple moon energy. Yeah, time for healing. Like, I do feel like maybe this is, time for them to really heal from whatever it is that was holding them back from coming forward and, being the best version of themselves for you. I do feel like, this person had some major healing to do, and honestly, this was divine protection. Maybe you can't see it right now, but I do feel like the universe was protecting you from something that honestly might not have been the best for you at the time, because I don't think this person could have given you exactly what you deserved, and I feel like they knew that, you knew that, so they gave whatever they could, give. But I also feel like, they know that you know your worth, and you're not going to stick around and wait for them to change. You're not someone who's going to, like, just accept this kind of like weird breadcrumb, like, player type behavior, or whatever behavior they exhibited that you didn't like. I'm not saying they were a player, but maybe for some of you, you just really got the ick with them. You're just like, no, this is not like the type of energy I want in my life. And maybe like, for a lot of you, you're just like, okay, this person can either come in a better version of themselves, or they can just, stay out of my life until they change, heal, and improve. And I feel like they got that message. They got that message loud and clear. We also have your take time to breathe out. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing here that, this may be time for the both of you to do some healing on your own, and you already have been doing that. Okay, I am seeing that, this person, believe it or not, they are also healing in their own way. Maybe they could be with a karmic partner or third party, or there's some sort of circumstance. Maybe if it's not like a physical romantic connection, it could be that, they're just dealing with their own, like, selves, their own shadow selves. Or maybe like if there is some sort of circumstance or third party, it's like they're gonna see that shadow self in their third party, and they're gonna realize just how much they hurt you. And I'm also seeing that there's this huge bridge of incidents that's gonna make this person come towards you a much better version of themselves. Okay, we also have here show the world the real you. I feel like this person really appreciated you being your real authentic self. Okay, I feel like this person has seen like every side of you, and they really appreciated your authenticity when you spoke up for things, when you spoke up about issues that you care about. Aquarius is the sort of like humanitarian type card, so I feel like this person really respects your authenticity and what you bring to the connection in terms of like validity and holding them accountable. I feel like that's something that they really crave, and they really respect you for that. Okay, we also have your fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Maybe something could be happening during I am seeing Leo season. I was getting a lot of Leo energy in Aries. Full moon in Aries happens during Libra season, so maybe like summer to fall could be an important time. Okay, but I am definitely seeing here that there is some sort of climax that is approaching this connection for the better. We have you and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, I'm seeing that this person is going to bring safety and security to you, to your nervous system. There's a lot of healing going on. I do feel like, this person maybe didn't feel safe within themselves, and because they didn't feel that way within themselves, because they had some healing to do because of some family issues that they had gone through, they didn't want to put that on you. They definitely did not want to project that onto you, because honestly, they really cared about you. It's because they cared about you, they kind of kept their distance, because they knew that you deserve better. They know that you are an authentic, raw, real, honest person that they truly respect, and you're very different than anyone they've ever met, and they really, really respect everything that you are, just your existence, everything that you brought to the connection, everything that you bring to the world. Okay, I just feel like they couldn't match that energy just because they weren't as self-aware, and they hadn't really self-actualized to the level that you had. So maybe you kind of held a mirror to their shadow aspects that they didn't really work on healing. Okay, like I feel like this person kind of thought that you were judging them a little bit, and you had every right to, because I am seeing that this person really had a lot of healing to do. And honestly, like this person is like kind of like amazed that they even met someone like you, someone of your caliber, because you showed them something that they needed to work on deep down, and you showed them the true parts of themselves, authentic parts of themselves that they hadn't tapped into, that they hadn't even fully actualized within themselves, or realized that they even had that within themselves. And it kind of scared them, because like like I'm looking at this moon here, this new moon. It was kind of like this dark aspect of themselves that they'd been like putting off from realizing for a very long time. And it just came out with you, and they realize something about themselves, and they're continuing to realize that. And until they fully realize it and actually heal it, like I feel like maybe they are aware of that, but they need to integrate that. They need to integrate their shadow self, their shadow aspects, so that they can be with you in their highest form. Okay, and until that happens, you know, the universe is protecting you from a weird lower vibrational version of this person. Okay, so honestly, like the rejection or whatever you want to call it was protection. Maybe you were the one that walked away because deep down you knew that yeah, this person just isn't it. Like you kind of got grossed out by their actions. You got the and this person, I feel like full well knows that you were judging them, and this person knows that you deserve the absolute best. I'm also seeing that, like, you know, this person really looks up to you, and like I mentioned, like your authenticity, right? But I'm also seeing something to do with family. Like I feel like the both of you opened up to each other about your family situation, and like, you know, I feel like they had sympathy for what you went through. You had sympathy for what they went through, and I do feel like they went through a lot with their family. Okay, so yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here. I do feel like they need to heal that, because it's some dark stuff that was going on within their family. I'm seeing something to do with like maybe divorce, cheating, separation, like, you know, maybe even a death, maybe a hard time with a parent, like maybe like, you know, or one of those, or maybe all the above. And it just like this person's life was not easy, and like I feel like, you know, this person had a lot of like healing to do. They really had to find the strength within. Okay, but I feel like you helped them see that, you helped them, like, you know, want to face that, and I feel like this is something that, you know, they're actively working on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from my deck, Enchanted Force Fairy, to see what messages they have for you. Yeah, we have here, you are irreplaceable. There's no one in the world like you. That's the thing. No one has brought out that side of them the way that you have, and I feel like that's something that they crave. Maybe at the time they were kind of like, you know, intimidated by that, but I feel like once they really like not just thought about it, but really felt it deep into, you know, felt it deep in their soul, their consciousness, their you know, the depths of their psyche, they're just like, okay, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I need. Okay, we also have here, you're too good for me. I'm so lucky to have met you. This person is absolutely lucky to have met someone of your caliber, someone as amazing as you. Please don't give up on me. I'm healing myself. There's a lot of healing that this person needs to do and that they're working on. And again, I just keep getting the message that you were being protected. Okay, so yeah, anyways, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates with me, what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings, and I also offer manifestation coaching. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below where you'll find my website, and you can sign up for those services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light.